All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Plenty of topics to dive into today's video, with pro players retiring, Hal ticked off at the fact that he thought he got griefed in one of these games. Is he giving up? It seems like he's giving up when he actually still has a fair chance, and he's even saying that they didn't even qualify at this point. So a lot of things to discuss in today's video, and also some drama between the ALGS broadcasters and some of the pros over in the MEA scene as well. Like I said, a lot to discuss in this one, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. First thing, I just want to say I got a little bit of a different setup. We are now streaming or playing in 2K. I got a 2K monitor now, and so the monitor's a little bit bigger, so the camera angle is a little bit weirder, so I had to zoom in a little bit, but I actually think I like this one a little bit better. So let me know what you guys think down below. Firstly, let's go ahead and make mention of this. So over on Dark Zero, we knew that Rambo was going to be playing for them, and he actually said he was going to be playing for them for quite some time. Well, Sharky actually did officially come out now and say that he was retiring. This was 2 days ago at this point, so just kind of want to skim over this, but basically just said, just wanted to clear up the reason of my departure from Dark Zero and the Apex team after Champs 2022. I've been on a downward spiral of enjoyment and passion for the game, eventually leading to the point where I basically hated playing and was overall unhappy. This started to affect my performance as of late, and although we're still in a good position in the split, my mentality is just currently not in the right place at a high level. Naturally, I believe it's unfair to my teammates who want to win every tournament we play together, and obviously with the current attitude of not caring at a low pacing day is not what I want to compete. I have no idea if or when I could potentially regain the drive to play again, and rather than not pulling or putting my all into the split and LAN, risking a bad result, I want the boys to perform well with someone else. So basically just saying he's decided to move on, and that's why obviously Rambo has stepped in as well. And they actually had a pretty good day yesterday. I think they said they choked second, got third place as well. We'll take a look at some of these standings in a bit. Also wanted to make mention, Crust and Slayer onward, moving forward, said they are looking for a new third for the remainder of the Pro League season. And this was coming, obviously, they said we're looking for an IGL or Koji IGL with Pro League experience. So we could be seeing a little bit of roster changes coming pretty shortly. We'll take a I guess a look at this. A lot of people are attacking Capra, which I thought was kind of funny because I just feel like Capra cannot land his feet somewhere, but I think Capra is just this weighted, so much potential of talent just sitting there. And I just think it's always so much drama around his name, unfortunately. And I hope that he can figure it all out, because I want to see Capra back in the scene. I mean, the kid is just absolutely unreal. I also wanted to mention this. Excuse that little swallow. It was a little weird. Apex After Hours, a brand new show hosted by Fallout and Snipedown. I really like this. We're getting a lot of good clips out of this. And they were actually talking last night. And, it was funny because Hal was basically saying he was not happy. It's hard to, jump on the show sometimes when he's not feeling so well after their performance last night, which we'll talk about in just a second. But this was a clip. Nocturnal actually basically called out North America for just being so dumb when it comes to playing. I think the European scene seems to play a little bit more I guess orthodox, a little bit more I guess methodical of how you should play, make better decisions. And in North America, you see a lot of crazy plays because a lot of people playing a little weird sometimes. And this is what kind of Nocturnal was trying to say. Roll the clip.
I'd love to get your thoughts here. Do you agree, disagree?
I don't think Edge is hard at all, honestly. I think Edge is playing around idiots on Edge, and honestly, North America is full of idiots. So if you can deal with idiots, then Edge is fine. It's dumbing down your gameplay to a level that they are and understanding where they come from rather than trying to think smarter.
So understand, you're saying you need to empathize with idiots is what you're saying.
So I know some of you that watch the channel are obviously a little bit more involved in the European scene as well. And so I know a lot of you guys like to watch a little bit more of Alliance, say, than you do teams like XSET. So I'm interested to see if you guys agree with that. Honestly, from my perspective of watching, I do think that the European scene seems to be a little bit more evened out, like methodical. Like North America is just so hectic. Like there's just so many good teams, but I don't know if it's a lot of times idiotic just because the people are playing idiotic, or if it's because like a lot of times the skill feels like it's a little bit more, I guess, well-rounded in North America. So it's really hard and inconsistent to play against the same top level players. I mean, I know that obviously the pro players would probably disagree with that, but just from a viewer perspective, that's what it kind of seems like a lot of times. Because at any day, you could have like this crazy team just pop off. But in the European scene, you see normally you see like the same teams consistently doing well, but like I said, North American can have TSM can pop off one day, they can do horrible another day, and it's just kind of inconsistent because I feel like the players are just so skilled over in this region as well. Speaking of Alliance, I needed to make mention of this because this was coming from Hackis. This was so weird. So there was actually some coverage going on for the European scene yesterday as they had their Pro League matches as well. And they had invited Alliance to come and have an interview. Well, he was sitting in an interview call. And then for whatever reason, the people that were broadcasting this told the casters that Hackers did not want to come and do an interview. Therefore, they like started, quote, throwing him under the bus. So this was coming from the team manager over here for Alliance, and he said, why is Hackers being thrown under the bus live on air for, quote, not wanting to join the winner interview? This is not the first time that European players have been denied interviews as well for things out of their control. After a quick investigation, it seems that the production crew informed the casters that, quote, Hackers did not want to join because he was busy streaming. Meanwhile, he was just sitting in the interview channel waiting for 9 minutes before he gets the link to join the broadcast. Yes, our manager was on top of it as well. So A, who is spreading this information to the casters? And B, why is there no willingness to fix the situation? Hackers has streamed and grinded this game every single day since he has turned pro around 3 years ago. He is now well-renowned captain and ambassador for the MEA region. We don't expect apology, just do better, Apex. And then Rainday, who's also casting during the time, says, when was Hackers being thrown under the bus? By who? I'm genuinely confused by this take. And he said, I mean, you and Tiff were definitely saying that he won't join because he's busy streaming. I don't believe that you or Tiff intended anything ill by it. And I have a lot of respect for you guys both. But this is more of a statement towards the production side and the situation and the way that it was handled as well. Rainday responded, said, we would love to talk to him. This must have been behind the scenes because it was all lighthearted and speculative on our end. We never gave a hard answer since none of us really knew why. We even joked that it was because he didn't want Tiff to keep asking about his Spotify playlist. And there was no response to this as well. So I'm kind of interested to see. I really don't know why this happened, but I thought it was definitely unprofessional for sure. Now let's talk about the Imperial House situation. This one is a spicy one because Hal actually, I'm not saying, you know, he misled a lot, but actually at first I believed this because I was like, of course, like, why, you know, is he serious? Then I went and looked at the scoreboard. I'm like, wait a second, why is he saying this? It's not chalked at all. So Hal posted yesterday after the games were over. Obviously he was not very happy and you know didn't really want to talk too much about the scorecard because it was a little you know, they had a really good game one. They won that game. They brought it back after, you know, Reps was kind of IGL in there at the end. And then Hal basically said, you know, we will now be spectating the next LAN. Get ready for the watch party. And I was like, what? Like, is it set in stone that it's not going to happen? And then, you know, Mandy's even saying like, Hal's given up. What's going on? And whenever you look at the scorecard, obviously they have 3 days left of games, but Hal's team or TSM's got 1 day to play. So currently they're sitting right now at the 8th position overall, and they still have another game to play or another day to play. It is not over by any means, but I think he was really upset and frustrated last night after this play. And this was over on the Apex Lounge channel. It's my 3rd channel. We show all things ALGS clips, pro player clips, streamer clips as well. So, you know, if you guys just like short videos and want to see a lot of stuff over there, we post a lot over there. So this was Hal raging at Dark Zero. Quote, he thought at the time they were griefing their game. But it's a little weird how I guess it's more of like a good call made in a really screwed up scenario that they just had to go with anyways. And honestly, looking back, I don't blame, like, I'd have been frustrated if I was TSM in this position, but I don't think Dark Zero made a really wrong play here. It's just kind of unfortunate the way that the zone was being played by all these teams at once. Roll the clip.
We can't do anything.
Burning them all, burning them all, burning them all, burning them all, burning them all. Huge, huge, huge.
There's one. There's one
on the head, on the head.
I'm walling.
It's your...
3-man. I'm going back to the whole spot.
Yeah, I'm going back to the spot, bro.
You gotta keep me over, I'm dead.
They're gonna push off that, maybe.
Jump over, he's trying to fit me. He's trying to fit me, he's trying to fit me, he's trying to fit me.
I first catch you on them.
Nice. Nice, good shit, boys, good shit, good shit.
45 seconds. Rings close. Last member's down. One spot close.
They might push off that. They are.
Yeah, they are.
Wait,
Tier 1. Oh, you.
they just
Give me
ended.
knock, give me knock, give me knock, please. Give me knock. Look above.
They're looking over.
I'm not
Look
down,
up, please.
Where is this team right next to them? There's literally, what are they doing? They're not even dirt partying. Are you fuck? Like, What is the team right next to them doing? There's a 3-man right next to them. Like, how did they get away? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you anymore, bro. I'm just lost at this point. I can't jail. I just don't know what to tell you. I'm like, okay, we're gonna play this fight, we're gonna be fine. They can't push us because there's a 3-man playing the fucking hole next to the truck. The team in the hole just EMPs the fucking fight. It doesn't even third party it, bro. They're just like...
So although I know there's a lot of tension and a lot of emotions, there's still a chance that TSM could make it. Like I said, if we look at the overall scoreboard right now, and I'll pull this a little bit over so you can see. First place tie right now between FaZe and OpTic Gaming, but there's still, like I said, 3 days left to play. And Group B is going to be able to play twice. Group C is going to be able to play twice. But Group A, which is the one that TSM is in, is only going to be able to play once. Now, LANimals, on the other hand, is not looking too good. They're in 10th place right now. However, they only get to played one time, so they're going to have an absolute crazy game. On the other hand, the other two groups are going to be able to play multiple times. So NRG will definitely pass LANimals more than likely. LANimals most likely will not make it. Furia not looking so hot. However, they do have 2 nights to play as well. Glitch Energy, on the other hand, also not looking too good, being that they are in TSM's spot. They're going to have an absolute insane night in order to make it as well. So a lot of teams are definitely on the chopping block right here. Oxygen, another team still struggling. Tripods, most definitely not looking to make it as well. But if you take a look, TSM is currently in 8th place right now, not doing too bad. And there's still a chance that, you know, Group B and C, that, you know, you have to look at this. Will NRG make a pass? Probably. They will probably pass TSM more than likely. Some of these other teams I'm sure will as well. But if some of these teams, like in the middle ground right here, Furia, Sentinels, whatever, have bad nights, TSM could still be looking good. Now, on the other hand, TSM still has 1 night to play, so it's not necessarily only, you know, if those other teams do bad. If TSM can have a good night in round 3 on April the 29th, then obviously things could be looking good as well. So we're just going to need TSM to really shine when it comes to that round 3 game. They're definitely going to need it. And especially, I think, you know, we got regionals. You got a lot of other stuff to look forward to before it's all said and done, before it's chalked. So it is not over for TSM, despite TSM, you know, Imperial Hal looking like he's kind of given up to some degree. Interested to see what you guys have to say, though. A lot of games still to be played. Also wanted to mention, just as we wrap the video up, over here for the challenger circuit scene, we've got Bofer, who's looking for another squad as well. I love how much roster drama is just always going down in the challenger scene. People are always making new roster changes, always making new teams. And so this was Lamro Bro. I don't know how to pronounce these guys' names. There's a lot of people over here who are all pretty well. So this guy's 4 times finals collectively. You know, also a 2 times ALGS finalist specifically, which I think is extremely commendable. And so a lot of these really good, high skill, high talented players, there's a lot to draw from. I love that about the Apex Challenger scene, is there's so many to draw from over here. Also wanted to make mention that Valkyrie has also signed a challenger team. Pretty cool to see. I love when organizations do this. They get involved in the semi-pro league as well. So this is going to be Cryptic, Goody, and Untold that has been signed by Valkyrie LLC. Pretty cool. And interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below about all the topics mentioned in today's video. Don't forget, we're actually giving away an Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, or entry-level PC over on the Apex Lounge channel. If you guys want to go check it out, like, comment, and subscribe over there. We're picking the winner at the end of the month of April, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, survive or die, only positivity. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators. I forgot to move that thing back.